the business idea, you want to start the business. You spend all this money to initiate the conversations about the business, including whether you pay someone to do for your tender, you pay someone. We forget to keep track of all that money that you're paying personally on behalf of the business. So then later you're thinking, this business, and I spend almost 10,000, 15,000 to just even get the tenders done. How will I get my 15,000 back? As Mishi is saying, because originally we never recorded the 15,000 as the director put in money. That money was an expense to the company to do tenders and all these things. Later, it's a loan, yeah? The director has now put in money into the business. Later, the director can get that money out for free with no tax, with no implication. So we find that that's what a lot of people forget, especially to record initially.
But the account will show my name putting money into the business account. Does that not count for that?
It does, but there's a lot of businesses we initiate by paying money personally. You know, before you even open your company account, your bank account,
you start to buy this stationery with your own money to get it going.
Or maybe let's speak about the person who did this. Maybe when he did this, converting this into a baby, he just took his money, went to a shop, bought this table. There is no business account which is showing
the painting and all that.
So you need to record that.
Because later the business need to give you back that money that you paid from your personal account. Otherwise, the ones you're paying from the business bank account will get recorded as part of doing the account. It's a lot of expenses in people's personal bank accounts that are not being recorded,
So, you can come.
Two businesses, same
directors.
The other one, more like what we are saying, that the other business starts to buy things and lends. In a sense, it's lending money to business B. And now, in terms of one, recovering that back, in terms of the taxation, how's that?
It's just a loan.
That's a business loan.
It's a loan.
It's just a loan from one company to another. So
business A can get its money back from business B.
Thank you.
You're getting some money back. Toya to Larin, Mary Babu. Toya was Gamari.
Get you my money back.
So me and my sister, we used our personal money to buy a property in Cyprus. So we want to sell it and bring back the money here. So we just bring it back to the same account we used to buy it out.
It's personal. It's a personal investment. Your personal names. It won't make a difference. You can, as long as you don't mix the business and the personal. So as long as it's personal, you can put in a personal account.
So maybe to recap on the issue of record keeping, when we were saying when you are doing business and you are providing us with the documents, that's where we need to know if you have business expenses which are in your personal account. You can also provide that and also tell the accountant that I've made these expenses, they are in this account, it's my personal. So that's where the business loan then comes from. You are loaning your business. So many people think that my accountant wants to see my personal things. Yet you only provide maybe where you want the accountant to say this for my personal account, because it's there. It's a record. It's a bank statement record. Even if maybe HMRC wants to see, you can show them. But tell your accountant that these expenses are outside the business account, but I was doing it for the business.
And there's some things you're allowed to do without cost. Like now the use of home office. It can be the use of the home office. So for example, you start a business and you're still doing things from the house. So there's an element that you're allowed to claim as use of the home office, as the office or the business. So sometimes people forget to claim that and they pay more taxes.
And I ask another question. So my sister is in Ireland. So if I give her the half of money to an Irish bank account, but she was sending money to me and I transfer out. But if I give to her and I just put half here, will that not look like trying
No, because you have the paper trail. You show you own this property 50-50. All along, if you are getting income, you are declaring taxes 50-50. Were you?
Yeah.
So when the money comes back and you show, see the sales document, this is 100% that has come to me, and I've just transferred 50 to the other half partner of the deal. On the deal,
so she'll just pay her taxes.
She'll pay her taxes there, and you'll deal with yours here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was just confused about how to do that. Okay.
But I know with property taxes, there's a thing in the law about, although you own them jointly, you don't have to pay taxes 50-50. So that's another thing that people don't realize, that even with joint property investments, it's not a given. So if husband and wife, you own a investment property 50-50, but one person has got a high income already, you don't have to give 50%, you don't have to declare 50% of the income on the higher taxpayer. There's a form you can complete where that says all the income is meant to be for the lower taxpayer person, yeah? Well, not lower, you wouldn't say it that way, but it's meant to be for the wife so that it reduces how much tax, it brings down the taxes, yeah. Yeah.
One last one, hopefully. I think this one is just to unconfuse me. HMRC, Companies House. For the longest time, I would get letters from HMRC. Then you get a separate one from Companies House. These ones, they want money. These ones, they want money. And I'm like, why? Why can't they just
one?
Why are they fine? It's a fine yard. It's a fine yard.
Why?
There are two entities.
Companies House does not ask you for money other than penalties, by the way.
Yes.
So
I think that's how they make their money.
You'd have missed the deadline to both. So when we file accounts and tax returns, company accounts go to Company House, tax returns go to HMRC. If that process is incomplete with the accountant, you've missed 2 deadlines, effectively. So you're getting 2 penalties.
2 letters.
2 penalties.
Last year I got a letter from company